Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to try and play chess blindfolded. I'm about to launch a challenge on lichess 10+5 and I'm also looking for challenges, and technically this will be semi-blindfolded because I'm going to be able to see the moves. So technically blindfolded means you can't see any moves. Okay, so I'm white, here we go, 10+5, let's play e4. So on the right here I can see the moves. I'll try not to. Well, I'm going to look at them obviously if I get stuck. My opponent plays e6 and they say hello, good luck. I'll say hi, good luck. So French, I'm going to play one of my pet lines, which is b3. So this is just to get at a theory. So e4, e6, b3, d5, normal, and bishop b2. So I've got the bishop on this nice diagonal. By the way, my current FIDE rating is 1850. What a coincidence. My opponent literally just said, "What's your FIDE?" which hardly ever happens on lichess. Hardly anyone chats to start with. And the fact that they just asked that question as soon as I said it, it's a strange coincidence. But maybe they're curious, and I was going to say they might have just opened their account, but they've already played a lot of bullet games. Okay, so they take on e4. So this is a gambit, sort of. I play knight c3 to attack the pawn, and I'll answer them, say around 1850. Yours? Okay, so I've tried a few games blindfolded on lichess, but they were blitz and I went terribly because I didn't have enough time to look. Okay, knight f6 protects the pawn, right? And they said they're 1070 FIDE. Okay, I think the move here is queen e2 just to win the pawn back. So it's not really a gambit because I don't think they can hold on to the pawn. The only way was f5 in that position to defend the pawn with another pawn. So yeah, lichess. So as I said, this is semi-blindfolded because I can see the moves that have been played. I can see my last move, for example, and I'm obviously seeing the board. So I can it helps to see the board as well. When you're playing properly, 100% blindfold, you can't see the board and you can only hear the moves. So technically you're meant to try and remember the moves. When the grandmasters give blindfold exhibitions, sometimes they ask for the game to be replayed, but usually they don't. Okay, knight bd7. A bit strange. Connects the knights, I guess, but I think knight c6 would be better. Although it's very hard to judge in this without seeing the board. So I think I just take the pawn, right? Do I have any traps? Don't think so. I'm also looking for better moves for myself, like checks or anything, but I think once I take the pawn, yeah, I don't know. Still, I don't have anything. My bishop just points at their knight. Although if they trade on e4 and I recapture, then the bishop is pointing at g7, so the bishop can't develop in that position. So yeah, as I said, I've tried a few games like this blindfold. I also played against my parents blindfold, but I was writing down the moves, so similar to this situation. Okay, they recaptured on e4. So knight takes, queen takes, sorry. So now I've got a queen on e4. It's good to keep visualizing the position. Queen here, pawn here, bishop here. This pawn's still here. Okay, knight f6 to attack my queen. So now I see that this diagonal is open. My queen's here, right? So if I give this check, don't think they can block with c6 because then we take. I know, but we don't win the rook in the end. They recaptured. I'll turn off the chat just for now so I can concentrate. So bishop check, c6, takes, b takes, queen takes, attacking the king and rook, but the queen's still defending the rook. Now the queen can't block there, but the knight can come back and block, in which case Ah, but do we take the knight first? Okay. So to make that line work, we could take the knight first, but the problem is the queen can take, which aims at our a1 rook. So after bishop takes, knight takes, bishop b5 check. The king can also just move in that position, although our queen is pointing at b7. If they block in that position, then we take, pawn takes, queen takes check, king has to move, and if it moves here, we take the rook with check, but the problem is if it moves here, we could take the rook, but then we lose our rook, but yes with check, yeah, because we don't have these pieces here, so we'd lose the rook with check and we'd have to move the king. So I'm trying to see if there's any way to make that line work. Bishop takes, they can also take with the pawn, but we like that, I think. So queen takes, bishop b5, c6, bishop takes, hope I'm not missing anything in the position. Bishop takes, pawn takes, queen takes, check. And if king e7, we can give a check on b7 first, which forces the king back, or to d6. If it goes back, then we take the rook with check and we're happy. If it goes to d6, maybe we just... Wait, we haven't moved this knight yet. So in that position, we've sacrificed a piece. We've got 2 pawns for it. We haven't moved this knight, but our rook's hanging. We could castle long, but then they've got queen a1 check, and we have to move the king here. Ooh, I don't want to pre-move. Okay, so bishop takes, queen takes, attacking the rook, check, c6, takes, 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 king e7. In that position, I think we take on b7, force the king to d6, otherwise we take the rook with check. So the king's on d6, queen's here, their queen's here, but we can't castle either way. Ah no, we castle with check. Ostras, that's a Spanish expression. Wow, if king here, we castle with check. I'm trying to visualize the position to make sure I'm not missing anything, but we've definitely traded a pair of knights, so there's no knight here. Wait, black's got a bishop. What am I thinking? That whole line doesn't work. I just completely forgot, for some reason, I guess because there's no pieces, for some reason I completely missed that black's still got a bishop. That's terrible. So they've got a bishop, pawn, pawn, rook. Wow, how did I miss that? Okay, and I have to do the calculation again. Queen takes, bishop e5, if c6 takes, okay, after bishop check, they can also block with the bishop. But I think we're happy to trade bishops and castle, connect the rooks and protect this rook. So let's say they play c6, bishop takes, b takes, queen takes, and they can just block with the bishop. And we've got nothing. Ah, no, sorry, the queen's here, so the rook's undefended. Sorry, so the line does work, I think. They can't, we can't, the sacrifice does work because the rook's hanging in that line. So they have to give up the bishop, and then I think we just castle. Okay, sorry for taking so long, that was way too long. So I'm taking on f6, expecting queen takes, otherwise we damage the structure. Now bishop b5 check. So our rook's hanging, very important. But this is obviously check, so this is why I needed so much time. So I chose a rapid game and friendly. I'll say to this opponent, sorry, playing blindfolded, hard to chat. I should say trying to play blindfolded. I'll say semi-blindfolded because I can see the moves. And I just missed something very obvious because, oh no, the knight's not here. For some reason I thought they played knight PD7. Okay, so bishop blocks. Now I think we just trade on d7. They have to take with the king. They don't have any other defender on d7. Okay, so this is working out. King takes. Now we can, wait, no. But taking on b7 isn't check because there's a pawn on c7. Wow. So our rook's hanging. And b7's hanging, but they would take with check. Queen's on e4. Wait, no, but we castle with check. We castle long with check. Gets the rook here. Then we have to move the king to cover a1. So there's a few options. Castle short, castle's long, takes b7, which is bad. Oh no, we can't castle short because our knight's still here. This is so difficult. Okay, so knight's still here. Queen's here, pawn's here, and here. Rook's here, king's here, rook's here. So this is basically what our pieces look like. And they've got a queen here, king here, pawn here, pawn, 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 rook. I shouldn't be doing this because this is helping a lot to visualize. And castle's long doesn't come with check. There's a pawn here, so that would give them mate in 1. I always got myself mated in 1 because I forgot there's a pawn still on d2. Because usually in the French you play e4, d4 in most lines. Crikey, this is bad. Okay, so our rook's hanging. What do we do? I do have a check. Queen. The queen's here, so it's not attacking g2, for example. So I think I castle, wait, what do I do? I gotta move the rook. They've also got this bishop active, but there's a pawn here. So I think I move the rook to d1. Yeah, I had to save the rook. Crikey, that was terrible that I wasted like 3 minutes calculating that line and completely forgot that there was this bishop. And then I forgot that there was a pawn on c7. So they're not, I don't get this move. To protect that. So now, what do we do? Knight, develop the knight. Okay. Crikey, I gotta play fast. My opponent didn't say anything. This is pretty fun, I gotta admit, because it's like a challenge. My opponent is low rated, but high rated on lichess, 1800 bullet, and they said they're only 1070 FIDE, but if you don't play many FIDE tournaments, that rating can be very outdated, so under exaggerated, what's the word? Inflated, deflated. I'm getting my languages mixed up. Okay, so let's think. Queen's here, the king's here, so that's our main draw card. Their king is very badly placed. Unfortunately, okay, rook d8, good move, I think. We need to get this knight involved. This is check. Does that do anything? I think so. Let's give it check. So there's pawns here, the king's got a... that's smart, artificially castle. I could set up a discovery, no, that loses the rook. I think I over-defend the knight. Oh no, I haven't castled yet. I thought I'd castled. But the queen's defending the knight. Should be okay, but they can play knight here, right? No, they don't have any knights. Okay, rook. Where's my... I got a castle. I forgot I haven't castled. Okay, so now the rooks are here and here. No, here and here. Queen's still on e4 and knight's here, so they're the only pieces. I need to get to the king. This pawn's weak. So maybe queen here, next move. Okay, good move, attacking the knight. Where's my rook? Rook's here. So I think I over-defended, wait, do I move the knight? Let's rook e1, over defend. They might trade everything. Oh, I should have given myself more increment. I'm gonna have to make random moves. Okay, we're trading everything. And rook here. So I can take, or just double. Oh no, if I double, I lose d2. So I think I take. Take, pawn takes over this pawn. And then, what do I do? Okay, now it's just a question of remembering where the pawns are. Luckily, I've only moved this pawn, and this pawn's no longer here. So it's not too difficult. And their pawns are like this at the moment, and they got to recapture here. Which they did with the c pawn, probably a good option. What do I like? Ah, the rook's here, right? So this move, creating tension here. Although if it takes, I have to recapture with the pawn, obviously. Okay, good move, I think. I think I have to take. Rook takes. Oh, great. I've got to check, right? Right, let's just... Wait, where's my rook? I forgot where my rook is. Okay, didn't give myself enough time. I got to 20 moves and I survived, I guess. Let's have a look at the position. Wait, I thought I had a rook here. What did I miss? What did I miss? Ah, my pawn is still here. Are you serious? Yeah, because I played c4 and took. I just completely forgot that this pawn. Ah, that's very annoying. So at the end, yeah, I forgot this pawn was still here. Let's see this evaluation. Even! Like, I played way too slow, but I don't think I was losing. I almost lost because I miscalculated. Wow, look at this graph. It's going to be completely flat because my opponent just basically accepted all the trades. No! I made a mistake. Okay, so this was the line I tried to calculate, right? So it doesn't work. Ah, because I don't take the rook with... Yeah, because I just give up a piece. But I thought I'd have some compensation. Maybe I thought I could castle in this position and protect the rook and get my king to safety all at once, and then, I don't know, I thought I'd have counterplay against the king. So that line was very bad. But that was very exciting for me. Maybe for you, maybe it was funny. It would be cool if I could show the viewers, you guys, the pieces, so you could sort of see if what I'm saying is anywhere near correct. Like I was calculating a line for so long in this position, removing the knight, giving this check, and I just completely forgot they had this bishop, so I thought this sacrifice was good, obviously. But yeah. So if I didn't have this d pawn, I'd be very, very good. Wow, it's funny how that was more of a misevaluation because I sort of missed that the king could go here and be protected from checks. So anyway, that was my first attempt at playing blindfolded in a proper game, rapid and not blitz, where I just lost on time after like 10 moves. And I'm pretty happy with how it went. So maybe in future I'll try again, maybe in another language. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I certainly enjoyed it. It was a challenge, that's for sure. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.